Hey, Aries, long time no see. How are you guys doing? Been a minute. I apologize. Been working a lot, but we are here to do your reading today for the 14th through the 26th. Full moon day. Happy full moon to you guys. I hope everybody is doing well and healthy and happy, joyful, that kind of a thing. We've got a full moon, and this means that Saturn is also in retrograde, but the full moon is going to be about actually fact over fiction, fact over fantasy, that kind of a thing. With Saturn retrograding there, there's structure and there's actually some love in there because we have Venus also joining with Saturn. I'm not going to go into the astrology part so much today. There is a collective that you can watch about the full moon. The energies are going to last strong for about another 3 days. So pay attention to how you're feeling. And actually, are you really listening to fact or fiction during the next few days? Pay attention to it because that's going to give you the answers that you need. Really pay attention to the fact. All right. So let's get going. I'm going to do your current energies, future energies, and of course, divine is number one in this reading. So we're going to get what he's trying to guide you on, show you which way you're supposed to be headed. Maybe you should be focusing in on something that you're not. So this is divine's message to you. I do get downloads, a lot of downloads. So you'll hear me say thank you occasionally, and that is either a plot thought download energy that I'm feeling from the other dimension. All right. So let's get going. Wow. So we have the number 7 from Divine. This is about a self-improvement time. This is about the royal you. This is a beautiful, beautiful card, knowing that you are just as precious as anybody else. Nobody is better than anybody else. And to really treat yourself as royalty, okay? This is, you are the queen or the king of your world. Okay, so this is royalty. Whatever we're going through, I'm going to wait until I see the future energy card because whatever you're going through or whatever you're coming to tarot for, this is about just like Libras, baby steps. This is, because sometimes Aries, you guys just want to jump all in. This is time to pull back the reins on the horse, to give it some energy. I'm thinking I see a racehorse and the jockey pulling back on that racehorse because he wants to save that energy for the end, and then he lets out and that horse just bolts. Okay, this is sort of that energy that I see going on with you right now, is that you want to bolt forward. Not the time to do that. Hold back those reins, because you're going to want to keep that stamina for later. Okay, so your current energy is the camel boy, small steps and asking for help. It's the number 6. Okay, so we have the number 6 once, we have the number 7 twice, and this is typical of divine and the universe kind of energy, is that they're the same energy. Okay, educating yourself to understand the value that you have, Aries, in yourself. Okay, that the things that you have within inside you are very valuable. On the future side, we have to be really mindful what we're putting into our minds. Okay, thank you. This is very beautiful. I was going to go a different direction, and Divine was like, nope, this is where I want you to go. What we put into our minds is very beautiful. She's reading a book. It's about probably something fantasy, something that makes her happy and joyful to escape kind of the things. But there's also somebody there that is, the cranes are very loyal. They're actually a bird that never leaves their partner, never leaves. So if you're in a relationship, that person really wants to stay through with whatever it is. But remember that they're more of a logical, and they're more of let's get it done. Let's look at the facts. This is again the full moon energy, and somebody else wants to just sort of stay in the fantasy, stay in the fiction. This is educating your mind that you have to have both. However, researching what you're putting into your mind and what you are believing. Okay, this is asking for help, and that is okay, Aries, to ask for help. Many people just are so afraid to ask for help that they feel that they need to be independent always. And for you ladies, it's not, if you're single and you're trying to date, it is not healthy to share with a masculine or a man or whoever that you're dating. And I'm going to say a masculine because I'm heterosexual. So the thing is that you don't want to share that and say that you are an independent woman. You want to say, I'm a woman that can be independent, because the masculine definitely really wants to help and fix it, and that's just part of the way their brain works. Okay, that's the way their brain was designed. And if you say, well, if you're so independent, then why do you need me for? They may just go off. So this again is an education for you, but it is also to have you wake up and understand who you are and where you're from. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Yeah. Oh, lots of swords today. Holy Toledo in the read. Lots about authentic truth. Lots about understanding the truth. This is not the full moon, though. This is Saturn as well. Definitely. So your first card out is the Five of Swords. Then you have the Queen of Swords. Then you have the Page of Swords. And then in the center of your reading, you have Eight of Wands. A lot of communication coming that way. Then you have the King of Swords. Then you have the Six of Swords. And lastly, for your challenge card, you have the Fool. All right. That's so funny. But here I look at this here. In the past, there has been maybe a lot of, there could have been somebody there with pride and somebody with ego, somebody that maybe put you down, somebody that, you know, thought that they were better than you, somebody who thought that they, you know, had it together more than you, or this person could have been very controlling over you. Aries, this is a very unstable relationship. It's a very unstable energy, because it is the number 5. It is somebody who thought that their ducks were better than your ducks, and theirs were in a row and yours were all messed up, walking all over the place. Okay, but the Queen of Swords here and the page who was facing the queen, then there's queen was trying to stand up for themselves. This is the authentic person, this is the authentic truth, this is the absolute truth, and trying to stand up for there. And then the page is saying, yeah, you know what, I sort of got your back. So there might have been somebody there that was like, hey, I'm going to stand up for you if you can't stand up for yourself. Because again, we have to look at, this is sort of, thank you, so it's a self-esteem issue, it's a self-value issue. This is something where your low vibrational issue that you have within you, and somebody's afraid to talk about it, somebody's afraid to share. This could be, in this generation, a lot of it is through anxiety, and some different things of that nature. In my generation, we just had a more depressed and more, what do you call it, low self-esteem and low self-worth. Okay, so if that's sort of what's going on here. But I love this 8 of Wands in the center of your reading, because there is communication that is coming in truth, because we have it's facing the King of Swords. Okay, so there is somebody, I want to say that this current energy, the camel boy, the small steps, asking for help, I'm going to say that this is somebody that is asking or maybe help as coaching, maybe therapy, maybe just having a friend to listen to, somebody to talk to that maybe is a little bit older than you, has been there and done that kind of a thing, because this is coming quick. And it's sort of like something that you're going to quickly think, I just want to do this, and then you share it, and then that masculine or feminine or whoever is going to be helping you is going to come forward. Divine's going to show you that person. Definitely is going to show you that person. And then we have the 6, another number 6, of swords. Again, all swords. This is all about your authentic self, and believing in yourself, and evaluating who you are in your authentic self. Not what somebody else wants you to be, but what you want to be, what you want to do, how you want to handle it, and where you want to grow for your purpose and your calling. Okay, so it's moving towards that. It's moving towards this new energy. It's moving towards a creative energy. It's moving towards a very light energy, a very joy-filled energy. But because the Fool is your challenge card, some people may be afraid of it. Somebody may be skeptical of it, but the energy is there. And the thing is, why is it there? Because your future card is all about researching the facts, what you want to do, really dig down deep inside. What is it I want to do? Where do I want to be in 5 years? Where do I want to be in a year? Where do I want to grow? What do I want to do? And educate yourself towards that. The whole thing, though, this is a mindset. Cannot stay with the full moon energy. You cannot stay in fantasy. Okay, you cannot stay here in fantasy. And the thing is that you can be there occasionally. You have to escape to get out of this busy, crazy world. However, you don't stay there. And that's where your loyal friend is going to help you move forward. This is a time to make a dream, make a goal, make something that you want, with either a person, a hobby. I don't see a relationship here, but it doesn't mean that it isn't. But this is about you and not the other person at this point in time. If it is a relationship and another person, I can go ahead and find out what that is. However, this is about you moving forward in yourself. Okay, and getting out of that low self-esteem, out of that guilt, because a lot of people live in guilt, and that's just a manipulation. That's a low vibrational energy that needs to go away. And the only way to do that is to educate yourself on how to do that. Okay, all right, so let's see what else we have going here. All right, yeah, opportunity for a career. There's something going on there, definitely. There's a lot of things here. However, the big thing is self-value here, for you guys, Aries. Definitely, definitely. And slowing it down. Again, I keep hearing temperance, patience, temperance, patience. Aries sometimes just doesn't have patience. You just want to jump all in. All right. Let's see what else we have got going. So we have, with your current energies, make sure you listen to the inspirations and the intuition that is coming to you, because we have the Hangman, we have the Page of Cups, and we also have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles about give and take. Again, this is asking for help and allowing that help to be received. And maybe somebody is going to be coming to you for that and giving them some help in whatever it is that they need, and then you making sure that you listen to them, whatever that is as well. But the Page of Cups is, this is about a newness, a curiosity. He goes with the Fool. He goes with the Fool. This is a curiosity, a newness, a wondering, and this is where your education in your future is going to come in, right? This is your challenge. That's your challenge, though. You got to allow it. It's a pure energy. It's a new energy, because we have, I love this card because it's got the white rose. It's got the white dog. It's full of positiveness and ambition and creativity and growth. Definitely. Things are not going to move as fast as you want them to, because you're in Aries, and so you want them to go. And this is not the way it's going to happen, because it's the Knight of Pentacles. It's saying, remember, take the reins of that horse, slow it down, be patient, take your time, listen to what your heart is telling to you, listen to what the energies are telling you, because you're not. In the past, you have not listened to that because you were listening to what other people had to say. Yeah. You were listening to what other people had to say rather than yourself. You weren't listening to your higher self. You were not listening to your spirit. You were listening to your head. You were listening to what was programmed subconsciously, and what somebody beat you down on. Okay, so I don't know who this is for, but you do not see that in you when other people do. Okay, and this is for your future. This is about the three, acknowledging that you want your future to change and grow, and to grow in a positive manner, higher vibrations, higher energies, higher evolution, higher self. Because once you get up to that next level, you do have a higher self. You do have where you're going to listen to that. And then it releases all your stress, all your anxiety, all your depression, all of that, because that's what's burdening you. Okay, and that's what needs to release, because the 10 of Wands is about letting the past go and retraining your brain, and taking out those tapes of low self-worth, low vibration, low energies, low doubt, low everything there, and moving it forward. Okay, Now, whatever also too, I'm going to go into the moon as far as the full moon, but I'm going to also do, I'm going to pull some cards for career and love. So let's see where that is. If you're in a relationship, if you're in, looking for your career, what is it that you're needing? The Queen of Wands. Okay. You have to talk to yourself. What is it you want? What is it that you need? What is it that, do you know what you want? Do you know what you need? Do you know where you want to go? Okay. So these are things that you need to do. And the Emperor, that's wisdom. Ask divine for wisdom beyond your years. And you might just all of a sudden think of something. I call those plop thoughts, but he's putting those in there, or he's guiding you or showing you what it is that you need to do. But this Queen of Wands is what you're telling yourself and what you're wanting to. So start thinking, it's that law of attraction. You want love, then you have to start being that love, or sharing and showing that love. You have to do that. And the Emperor, again, we have wisdom, and we have that. And that might be, you just need a little bit of coaching. You might need therapy. You might need whatever it is to get through that. All right. All right. So let's just check and see if what is in relation to this reading on love. And then we'll go to the moon. Then I get to go to work. All right. Remember to keep an open communication with whoever this loyal person is. Be a little bit vulnerable. I'm hearing that, they just want to know the truth, what's going on. They'll be there. This person will be there. They've been with you for a long time. Long time could be months, or could be years. It could be generations. But yeah, High Priestess again, and the Page of Pentacles. Opportunity there is open, and the High Priestess is listening to your spirit. Listen. If here's the thing that I learn is, people are afraid of the words "I love you," and it's like, you know what, we don't hear it enough. But the problem is, if you were to say it to the opposite sex, or in a dating situation, they freak out and panic. But the thing is that, like, I did this one time with a gentleman, I just said, "I love you. I really love you." And he panicked because he's thinking romantic love. He's thinking all this other stuff. And I'm like, there's 8 levels of love. There are 11 levels of love. And you know what? I love you for who you are, for being who you are. So why is that so fearful for people to hear? Again, this is just sharing your authentic self, because we don't know if we have the next minute, next hour, next day and we need to share these things, these communication things with people. We really, really need to go to our spirit and say, I really want to tell this. For me, as an older person, I think, if I have a stroke, did I say everything to everybody? Because I may never be able to speak again. So I think of these things not in a morbid way, but what do I need to do for my spirit, so that when I move on to the next dimension, that I am comfortable and happy and said everything that I wanted to say in love. Okay. And even if I don't like some person, I might be honest with them. I'm sorry, but your integrity is just not where I want it to be for my life. That's your life. You move on. I don't really see anything that we need to be together with, but you share that in love. I don't know who this is for, but Divine asked me to share it. So hopefully that helps somebody, because you, again, need to value the royal you. That is your authentic you. This is who God made you to be and how to be, and not to be for what other people want you to be. Okay. All right. This has been your reading. Oh, let me do the full moon for today. This is the full moon. So let's do this real quick. If you want that card, have it come out again, please. All right. Time to give rather than take. The time to give to yourself. Okay. This is the time to give to yourself and not take information from other people. This is the time to give to you in love and understanding. This is the Saturn retrograde versus Venus. It is being fact about yourself and loving yourself, but also have the desire to grow and the dreams to grow where you want to go, and ask for the help that you need. and learn where it is in your brain that you are right now with your self love, everything of that nature. And get with somebody who is older and wiser and who has been there successfully. Not it's like people go to somebody who's been divorced 3, 4 times for marriage counseling. All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. A happy full moon. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you have enjoyed this far. And don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. And on your next. Take care.